Hi, everyone. This is Meir. I want to talk about our message, which is such an important message, and that is the capacity of the body to heal itself. It's not that everything that goes wrong with the body can be healed by the body, but I would say that most of what goes wrong can be healed, and even after you get the proper medical procedure, and at times it's important to have the proper medical procedure. Working on the body is what's going to help you heal completely. So, we attempt to have the minimal medical intervention that we can. My true physical is knowing that I can walk for 50 blocks as I've done today in the park. My true physical is knowing that I can bathe in the ocean at 52 degrees or 11 Celsius without much problem. My true physical is my capacity. Does not mean that I shouldn't sometimes go with a blood sample and see uh, what my nutrition does to me and how things are. But truth of the matter is, it's very, very important for us to think about many parts of us. First of all, our movement capacity. Second of all, our capacity to know when it is right to move vigorously, when it is right to move less vigorously. Those things are very important. We also need to know how well we are managing our emotions. Are we getting angry to the extent that we break relationship, that we cause problems with other people? Can we be balanced and happy? Can we bring anger to its right place, but then able to manage it in the right way? Or do we suppress our anger? We have to look at ourselves and ask the question, what works for us and how can we relate to others in a way that works for them as well? So, the important thing that I'm trying to say is your true physical isn't just what you do once a year, or in my case, once every 7 or 8 years, when I go and check my blood samples and things of that nature. The true physical is how well are you breathing, how light your body is, how relaxed you are, and how things are going well for you. Many things can be improved. Blind spots can be reduced, strokes can be prevented. I just worked with somebody now who had an injection that caused him uh, a hemorrhage in his retina that led to almost complete blindness, and we were able to start and get him to work with it. But then there is the background. The background is that he became a widower last year and he so much wanted to be with his wife. Sometimes it's dangerous. When one person dies, the other one dies too. And it's important that that does not happen to him or to other people. So the important thing is to understand what happens to your emotions. Also, what happens to your body. So important to understand what happens to your body and to respond to its needs. So, yeah, I want to minimize the amount of drugs that people are taking, and we can't always control it. Sometimes they need the drugs, but many times they take drugs they shouldn't be taking. And if we just follow the medical model, I can tell you that once in 1974, there was a doctor strike in Israel for 3 months, and the morticians counted 40% less dead people. So if you go to unnecessary tests, take unnecessary medications, do unnecessary surgeries, things can go wrong in your life. And therefore, the important thing for us is to coach people to do the necessary things: movement, breath, sense of life, sense of vitality. And vitality is a big name for us. It used to be that people thought that vitality is a non scientific viewpoint. Truth of the matter, there's nothing more scientific than a sense of vitality. So, to move better, sense yourself better, that is so important. And that's why my handbook, which was basically a best selling book, was so helpful to so many people. And right now, when the handbook went out of existence, I put Awakening Your Power of Self Healing, continuation of it, and we're going to work on it some more. My book, Movement for Self Healing, that's based on my book, Self Healing My Life and Vision, just came out of print. It was a New World Library. But I'm thinking about it. Self Healing My Life and Vision was sold by Penguin from 1987 to 2000, 13 years. At 205 until 225, the New World Library have changed it a little bit, and it became the book Movement for Self-Healing. And now I decided to build up my own press, Self-Healing Press, and to start and sell books of my students and of me that will bring the world a whole new idea of functioning. For that, I need more publicity. And of course, I intend to work on getting more publicity because this work is not known enough. People with major joint problems should not do all the surgeries that are being prescribed by physicians. People with major eye problems should really ask themselves if they need the surgeries that they're having. We need to ask ourselves a lot of questions of what needs to be done. The first thing is to move, because movement is life. And in that, I'm going to finish what I was about to say today, that I devoted my whole life to bring you the idea that movement is life. I'm so sad right now because I was about to fly to Tel Aviv this Saturday, and the airports in Israel are closed. No flight is going to Tel Aviv right now. I'd like to thank the airline for giving me a refund, but it's terrible. I had so many people waiting for me to teach them in Tel Aviv. I will be in Canada, and I'm able to get people for individual sessions there. But I want to tell you that my heart is broken that I cannot teach the retreat course in Jaffa, uh, not far from the sea. And it's a beautiful city. It's right off of Tel Aviv. So it's so important for me to teach. And whenever my opportunity is closed, I feel that something is being taken away from me. However, hopefully the future will open many more opportunities to teach everywhere in the world, including the country I love, which is Israel. And I had a wonderful course that just finished a few weeks ago here, my basic training. And we're going to have another course in August of my basic training. Half of the people come to just know more and to work on themselves. And the others come to start and acquire a new profession. Like my good friend and student Alan, who came on a student visa from Mexico, and now he's able to provide much more uh, of his knowledge to people. And that happened to other people with student visas that were able to start to work with kids and with adults with this work. We're working in partnership with our clients. And our classes are like one big retreat with knowledge, because knowledge is so wonderful to absorb, and with movement. And so, what's important for me is for you to know that breathing is important. The breathing chapter in my book, Awakening, is a wonderful chapter where you learn how to expand your body in a deep way. Can't wait to see you when I come back. Blessings, Meir.